Great to see many of you here today. So thanks for taking time to join me here. And for those who don't know me, I'm M.Azis.Ramadhan. So now I want to talk we all care about. What is that? Specifically, who is this boss? Who's the real boss of e-sport organization in Indonesia? IESPA or PBESI? So now, why this is important? So because the parent organization in sport will send our athlete to an international event. What is an international event? Like SEA Games, Asian Games, and even the bigger event like Olympic. So you can imagine if Indonesia sent two teams in the same class. On one hand from PBESI and another one from IESPA. It's gonna be a big question. If Indonesia cannot regulate who will represent their country, because there is only one team and one class, specifically in sport. So, how it is gonna go? First, I'll give you a quick history of IESPA, Indonesia Esport Association, and we'll dive into PBESI journey, and finally we'll cover who's the boss in esport organization in Indonesia, IESPA or PBESI. Sounds good, right? So let's get started. So this in my bag, this is my presentation, but you just focus on me. It's gonna be because I will put down the link of the presentation so you can more clearly look the presentation there. Okay, so how this gonna go? You got statistic, IESPA, PBESI, and now, so accordingly to the We Are Social, 81.9% of people in age 16 to 64 are playing online games. Crazy, right? 81.9% in age of 16 to 64 are playing online games. And Indonesia contribute like 42% in 274 in Southeast Asia. So Indonesia contribute 42% in 274.5 million gamers in Southeast Asia. So that's not all. Our gaming industry pulled in a whopping 2.08 billion US dollar. 2.08 billion US dollar, or it's around 30 trillion rupiah. 30 trillion, oof, that's a lot of money, man. So hobby is a game is not just a hobby anymore. It's a part of our culture and economy. So who matter, who got the responsibility, who got the power in a sport organization are matters. So let's go to the first topic. Wait, IESPA. So let's rewind to 2012, where it all began. Mr. Pranadi Saputra wanted to create an online platform in gaming, and Mr. Lee, Mr. Edwin bring it to life. So jump into 1st April 2013, IESPA or Indonesia Esport Association has got legal recognition. And at the same year also, they joined the ISF. The short explanation, what is the ISF? In football, we have FIFA. In basketball, we have FIBA. In sport, we have ISF, International Esport Federation. So when we join ISF, we can send our athlete in the international event, Asian Games, SEA Games, and even the bigger event like Olympic. Okay, that's why join the ISF are matters. So, and back to the IESPA, and it paid off in 2019, Indonesia sent 2 teams in SEA Games Philippines and brought home 2 silver medals in Arena of Valor and Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Sounds good, right? So let's go to the short quick history of IESPA. So let's talk about the new kid on the block, PBESI. So PBESI, or Pengurus Besar Esports Seluruh Indonesia, was founded in 2020 by led by heavyweight political figure Mr. Budi Gunawan and Marciano Norman, and another political figure like Mr. Sandiaga Uno, and another political figure. And PBESI has a big vision to make esport an official sport in Indonesia. Because in the year esport, the regulation in sport and games is blurred. Everything is not clear in that year. So, Mr. Budi Gunawan, or PBESI, officially inaugurated in 34 provinces and 512 districts in a record time. And in the same year, in 2020, they also joined KONI, Komite Olahraga Nasional Indonesia. And plus, they got recognition from the government of Indonesia. Interesting, right? PBESI IESPA. So maybe it's gonna be a big question, because PBESI also joined the ISF, IESPA joined the ISF. So what's the polemic? What's the problem? Everything is gonna be alright. Okay, so let's go to cover our main topic. The polemic is IESPA joined the ISF, PBESI joined the ISF, and both of the legal organization in Indonesia. But on one hand, IESPA paved the way and has the longer journey than PBESI, because joining the ISF and the organization established in 2013, but PBESI has got recognition from KONI. KONI, and also they joined the ISF because they got recognition from KONI and Indonesian government. So they got recognition to handle esport nationally. So how about IESPA? IESPA acknowledged and submitted to PBESI. After a long protracted debate, and that I say was that I said, so IESPA was acknowledged and submitted to PBESI. So interesting, right? IESPA has a longer journey since 2013, has a longer history in sport, but finally PBESI has control, has the power to send Indonesian athlete to the world stage, SEA Games, Asian Games, and Olympic. They handle it. So wrapping it up, let me recap what we covered. First, I'll give you a quick history of the IESPA, and then we learn how PBESI came into play. And finally, we tackle the question, who's the boss in a sport organization in Indonesia? IESPA or PBESI? Now we know the parent organization esport in Indonesia is PBESI, atau Pengurus Besar Esports Seluruh Indonesia. So the final thought is, here's what I think. While IESPA paved the way, PBESI has got legal recognition from KONI and the government. They they get a recognition, or they have power to send our athlete to the world stage. And for us, the casual gamers, better ecosystem, better competition, and growing esport ecosystem it can be proud of. So that's one thing. Thank you. Bye bye.